promises in Formula One can be as fragile as a house of cards. One day, you're the top driver, the next, you're cast aside for the latest star. Teams lure you in with dreams of championships, but soon you're celebrating a 13th place finish, beating faster cars against all odds. It's clear that promises in F1 benefit the ones making them more than those receiving them. There's a driver who might have gambled his future on such a promise, one that seems broken before he's even joined his new team. Worse, this all could have been avoided, and it appears Scuderia Ferrari has taken a fall without a fight. Why might Hamilton be walking into a false promise at Ferrari? He hasn't arrived yet, but the team's big target has already slipped away. Stick around because another driver has been promised the world, but can he handle it? Adrian Newey, the legendary car designer, is signing a £30 million deal with Aston Martin, making him one of the highest paid in F1. The news follows a significant investment into the team, giving them a major advantage. Great news for Aston Martin, but not so much for Hamilton. Earlier this year, Hamilton shocked the world by announcing his move to Ferrari. This partnership had been rumored for years, but now some key pieces seem missing. One of those is Adrian Newey. Ferrari wanted him, yet let him slip away to a competitor, even though they had the leverage. We can't be sure if Newey's acquisition was promised to Hamilton during negotiations, but both Ferrari and Hamilton wanted him for their 2026 project. Hamilton even mentioned that Newey would top his wish list of people to work with in F1. With Newey showing interest last year, hopes were high. However, Ferrari pulled out of the race for Newey, not wanting a bidding war with Aston Martin. They believed Aston's cash offer outweighed Ferrari's emotional pull. Understandable, given Hamilton's rumored $48 million per year deal, but still a bitter pill for him. Meanwhile, Mercedes, the team he's leaving, is rebounding under James Allison's leadership. Ferrari's Monza turnaround has raised some hopes, but it was Monza, after all, a track where Ferrari always performs to keep their fans happy. The real question is whether Hamilton is joining a team capable of winning next year and in 2026. Losing Newey is a significant blow. While Ferrari might do well with engines, car design has been their struggle. Bringing back Rory Byrne to improve this year's car only shows how much they needed Newey's expertise. The 2026 regulations emphasize engine performance, with a shift toward more electronic power. But championships aren't won with engines alone, they rely on maximizing a car's design. That's why Aston Martin's signing of Newey, the most successful car designer, is a huge win and a massive loss for Ferrari. Many speculate that Newey's potential move to Aston Martin played a big part in Fernando Alonso's decision to extend his contract. Despite the team's poor performance this year, Alonso eagerly signed on. Aiming for ninth wasn't what he envisioned, but with Newey joining and fresh investments flowing in, his patience makes sense. Whether Alonso knew about the funds or Newey's arrival is uncertain, but he's focused on the future. He recently said, "We need to be patient, the big target is 2026, however." He also expressed frustration about their current standing. He wants improvements soon, but he's ready to wait for the bigger changes. So what's your take? Can the mix of Newey, endless funding, and Alonso's talent win championships, or will they run out of time? Let us know in the comments. As for Hamilton, he's now facing a weaker team than he anticipated, especially with the top designer on his wish list slipping away.